us put ourselves in the holy presence of our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
O Mary, you shine continuously on our journey as a sign of salvation and hope. We entrust ourselves to you, health of the sick. At the foot of the cross, you participated in Jesus' pain with steadfast faith. You, salvation of the Roman people, know what we need. We are certain that you will provide so that, as you did at Cana of Galilee, joy and feasting might return after this moment of trial. Help us, Mother of Divine Love, to conform ourselves to the Father's will and to do what Jesus tells us. He who took our sufferings upon himself and bore our sorrows to bring us through the cross to the joy of the resurrection.
Hi, press starters. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me? Can I get a yes if you can hear me or a thumbs up? Welcome back, and let me greet our press starters. Okay, hello to Anna Doma Villarias. Hi, Amy. Welcome back. Hello to Dana Fiher. Hi to Coach Emerald Blake. Thank you for joining. Hi to Kyra. Hi, Jelena. Hi, Normie. Good afternoon. Hi, Armin Arañas. Thank you for joining. Hi to Jomeline, all the way from Pangasinan. Hi, Karil. Good afternoon to you. Hi, Rodel. Thank you. Tag your friends as well. Go ahead and tag your friends. Eda Comple, good afternoon. Hi to Valerie. Okay, thank you for tagging your friends. Yeah, your colleagues, your family members, and let's have fun. All right, thank you, thank you. By the way, my name is Coach Elaine. Thank you for joining again. And this is a new program. This is a new topic that I'm really excited to share about, and I think it's timely, especially majority, if not all, by now, are doing remote work. So it becomes important now to really understand the dynamics of how we work from home and compared to what we're used to in the past. And at the same time, to adapt to the changing times. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, thank you for joining. Happy Monday to all. And a very warm welcome here at Press Start Studio. To those who are joining from for the first time, you can call me Coach Elaine, and I'm one of the owners of Press Start Studio. I've been doing training for over 12 years now. I'm a learning and development professional, teacher and trainer, and also author of two books, Press Start and Pressing On. We're doing several programs and we're launching our 1 month English proficiency due to public demand. So we're bringing it back. So our classes start on October 2. If you haven't seen this ad yet, feel free to join us and we'll cover a lot of topics from oral and English communication skills. Okay, and also this is a taste of what you'll be expecting on our exclusive workshops. We have several programs lined up, and we can also do a private session for your company or for your team. Um, we can do it per schedule. So just let us know if you would like us to conduct a session for your company. Okay. Also, plugging now. It's 999. It's 99 on Lazada and Shopee. Add to cart now. The book is available now. And yeah, I'll appreciate your support, press starters. Okay, so if you can please let me know your nickname so that we'll get to know each other before we start. Your nickname and where are you joining from? And go ahead and tag as many friends as you can. The more press starters we have here, the better. Don't forget your hashtags, press start workshops, and hashtag leading remotely. And also, regarding the e-certificates, we'll announce how you'll get one at the end of the session. So those who will be staying at the end of the session, yeah, they will be the ones who will get an e-certificate. We won't be able to answer individually if you message us about e-certificates. Our inbox gets overwhelmed. So please stay tuned because we'll be announcing how you will be receiving your e-certificate. Okay, hi to Jonil. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Joanne. Oh, hi, Sadia. Welcome back. Yeah, Mylene. Okay, hello to Erica, to Annalisa, and a lot are joining this afternoon. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, I would like to know more about you and the team that you are leading. So I have some questions for you to answer. The first one, are you leading a team remotely? Type A if yes, you are leading a team remotely, or B if no, or not yet, at least for now. Hi Melrose, thank you for the hearts. Hi Maurice from Kamsur. Hi Vicky. Nicole from Taguig. Ivy. Thank you for joining. Helen from Davao. Thank you for joining. So let me know your answers. Are you leading a team remotely at this point or not yet? Yes, for Coach M. Noel, no, that's okay. So this program is best even if you're not leading a team remotely. But let's claim it that soon you'll be leading your own team. Mara, not yet. How about the others? We'll give you 10 seconds to answer. Yes, for Jolina. Not yet for Erica. Okay. Not yet, not yet. Okay, but again, let's claim it. That one day, we will be leading our own team. And of course, it's not only about the title, it's not about the position. So, whatever role we're doing in an organization or in our school, we can be leaders in our own ways. Okay, do you agree with that? It's not a position, it's not a title given to you, but it's how you look after the people around you. Up or down, right or left, it's how you take care of them and look after their welfare. Yes. Hi, Jazira. Okay. Next question. If yes, especially to those who answered yes, how many members are there in your team? Is it A 1 to 5, B 6 to 10, or C more than 10? Or let's say you have 100 staff under your care. J, yes, claim it, claim it. Absolutely. So how many members are there in your team? Okay. Hello to all our interns joining. So yeah, at this point, more than 10 for us. Thank you for the hashtags. Eda, it's A. Okay, great. Thank you. How about the others? B, 6 to 10. Okay. Nicole, more than 10. That's quite a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so keep your answers coming. Okay, this one is for everybody. What do you miss most about working in the office or school physically? I think it's been a year and a half, right? Since we've done this one. So, what do you miss most about working in the office? Being there physically or being in the school physically? More than 10, yes, for Coach M. Thousands, Coach M. What do you miss most about? For me, I miss of course, the interaction. Being able to, yeah, randomly run into people, let's say in the cafeteria or while you're on coffee break, the random chit chats, just catching up, seeing the smiles of people, hearing their laughter, like seeing it, hearing it physically. I miss that. Events, yes, we've done a lot of events here at Press Start with Pen Masters Administration, right, Coach M? We've done writers camp together. We've done a lot of workshops. Yeah, miss that a lot. Vicky said, I miss collaborating with my colleagues, right? If there are physical meetings, okay, and you really can feel the energy during collab sessions. Okay, in school, probably, listening to the lecture, to the discussion, learning in the actual physical setup. Carol said, talking to people and sharing experiences, yeah, and sharing ideas with others. Okay, now let's move on to to the next question. We talked about what we missed being physically present in the office or in school. Now, what do you like about working from home? I can name a lot actually. A lot of things that I like about working from home without the traffic. Promise, life's so much easier without it. Without the traffic, commuting to work, um, being able to, yeah, spend more time with family. That's one positive thing. Although I know for some it may not be possible. Some are leaving by themselves. Yeah. But at least for me, and I'm really thankful for that, being able to have that certain degree of flexibility with my schedule. Okay, let me go through your answer. Live interaction for Tricksha. Yes, I miss doing live training sessions because of that live interaction. Okay. Anna, I miss the kulitan. Yeah. Missing our prof personally. Walking around, yeah, for the bonding. Yeah, it's comfortable and hassle-free. Imagine being able to send emails or work on your modules or your projects in your bedroom, and you get easy access on your refrigerator, right? Okay, or after your quick shower, you can immediately sit down and work on your assignments, right? It's comfortable for many. Jay said you don't have to dress well. You hold your time, depends on your work or something. Mm-hmm. You maybe dress up for your top. Yeah, sometimes I dress up, I wear coat, and then I wear shorts. Okay. Yeah, but that's I would say a good thing as well. Yeah. It's more comfortable. Michael said, working from home enables me to be flexible and manage my time. Yes, that's one of the things that I really didn't like before, the hassle of commuting and traffic. I used to work in Makati when years back. I'm living here in QC, so I had to take MRT during rush hour. So imagine that. Okay, those were moments I don't want to go back to anymore. Yeah, chasing after the bus. Yeah. So it's really good to be staying now at home. Oh, this one, Melinda. Attending out of town seminars. Yes. Yes. Okay. And training. And the food. And the food during training. And the free tea and coffee and snacks during seminars. Sally said more time with plants. And for me, more time with pets. Okay, so yes, we may miss something, but it doesn't mean we can't be grateful for what we have at the moment. It's okay to miss something, and now it becomes important, of course, to incorporate whatever we missed doing in the past into the current condition or situation we're in. Because yes, health is wealth. Press starters, cases are still rising. Let's still prioritize the safety protocols, following the safety protocols. So no gatherings for now. Even if we missed it a lot, I know. Even if we miss traveling, also going to out of town trips and all that. But of course, health is wealth. Okay. I also understand that there are challenges that go with it. Okay. I'm not saying that even if there are many things that we like about it, that it's going to be smooth sailing ride. Okay. I want to know, what is your biggest challenge in leading a team remotely? Or for those who mentioned they're not leading a team yet, what's your biggest challenge in working remotely in general, or dealing with with your colleagues, or with your boss, with your leader in general? For Rex, with regard to work from home, it's very hard for me due to the output. So it could be that, okay, the deliverables that are expected from us, the amount of work that we have to do. Yes, I feel you, Triksha. Internet connection. A month ago, we had issues with our connection as well. And of course, our internet now is like water and electricity. It's our bread and butter. So that could be a challenge as well. Time management. Sometimes I lose track of days as well. Like I need to check every time with the calendar what day today. Uh, is it weekend? Unlike before, when I was working in the corporate, I know that it's weekend, okay, because work ends um, Friday afternoon, okay, so you know that you can relax on the weekend. But now it's different. I feel like I'm working more during the weekend, so being more conscious of time, okay, and managing it, that could be a challenge for some. Miscommunication, Karil, yeah, especially we were not we're not able to meet personally to clarify. We have to understand that for communication, it's not only the verbal or the words that we say, but all the more the body language, okay, the non-verbal cues. Too much challenges. I can't see what exactly has happened with the client. I can't observe my staff directly. Okay, so we can't see personally what's happening. Oh my gosh, this is true. Email overload. I had to filter also every time. That's why, yeah, I mentioned earlier, we can't really answer one by one the questions in e-certificates. The inbox really gets overwhelmed. So please bear with us. Vian. Yes, it will be opened at the end of the webinar. Okay. So to summarize it, some of the challenges you've mentioned, well, it could be about this uncertainty and fear about the future. Uncertainty because of this pandemic, uncertainty with the things that are happening, uncertainty about our jobs or about our businesses, about our clients. Or as Sadia mentioned, it could be the lack of face-to-face supervision. We're not able to physically observe how our staff are communicating with our clients, how our staff are working on their reports and all that. And unlike before, when we can easily share ideas physically again, now one challenge could be not being able to access all the information that you need when you need it. or some, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, might feel isolated, might feel lonely because of that lack of interaction. Um, it could also be technological issues. You've mentioned you get disconnected or if the internet is slow. There could also be distractions at home. There's Netflix. Okay. The bed is so inviting, or you have your pets, okay, or family members, okay, that can cause distraction. And one of the things that participants would tell me whenever we talk about leading remotely would be how to maintain engagement. How do we keep our staff engaged? And can I get a thumbs up if you agree with this one? Okay. How do we maintain the connection? How do we maintain the passion towards work? Brian, is the internet connection. Okay, I can't reach some of my group members when we do have something to talk to or anything that we need to see each other. Okay, that could be a concern, especially if you're doing virtual meetings. So the next best thing would be, yeah, text messages. And I hope you have Signal wherever that may be. Jay said no proper assessment, especially IT student to code something so that you lack confidence to find a part-time job. Okay, because everyone's adjusting. I understand. So there may be things that used to be followed before that may not be applicable now. There are some tools that may be used before and now we need to shift things. Okay, so everybody's adjusting. Okay, yes. And I'd like to emphasize this one. Engagement is not just one time, big time activities or games or events, right? Have you experienced this one? Okay, when your staff are feeling disengaged, okay, someone would say, okay, let's do a team building, okay, or let's do games, or let's do a one-time event. Activities, games, and events are okay. Okay, they can be effective. However, it's not just about it. It's not just about the one time event. It's the culture that we build day in and out. It's how we live our values, whether we're meeting each other physically or remotely. Okay? It's being able to have that connection. Okay? Not just one time, not just in that engagement activity or not just in that team building activity online. You're doing charades or you're doing mystery hunts on Zoom. It's not just about it. Okay? It's good to build camaraderie, but trust, respect, it's built over time. It's the small things that we do and the things that we don't do as well that contribute towards that engagement, that level of connection, that level of being able to align ourselves with the company and what they are believing in and what they are doing at the moment. Agree, yes, Coach M, right? It's not just one time, big time thing, but a consistent conscious effort to build a good culture and healthy culture, a psychologically safe workplace or a virtual workplace for that matter. So I'll be sharing with you some best practices, strategies, and tips. So I did research as well, and I also watched a couple of videos and webinars on what worked for some organizations. So I'm not saying that, okay, everything is applicable to your company, but you may consider some to apply. okay, in whatever setup that you have at the moment. Okay, let's start with the first tip. It's to define your why and your values. Okay, so whether we pivoted, for example, press start, whether we shifted online or not, I believe that the why remains the same. It's to help individuals and organizations design and build their goals and dreams. At the core of Press Start is all about helping organizations achieve your goals, get you nearer to where you want to be, okay, through creating inspiring spaces and stories. And the why remains the same. We wanted to build a community of people who would want to change and would like to make an impact to others. And so we align our values to it. And this has to be communicated with our staff. So why do you do what you do? Whether it's a writing organization or it's a school that nurtures your students, or it's a manufacturing company that provides high quality products, or a construction company that builds beautiful and strong, sturdy buildings. Define your why. Why do you do what you do? And clarify your values. And the team members need to understand it, whether they are staying with you for the longest time or whether they are new, just onboarded with your company. They need to understand why do they have to submit this report, why do they have to produce this video, why do they have to send that email, why do they have to comply with this procedure. Define your why and your values. Next one, embrace change and flexibility. Do you agree with this one? Okay, embrace change and flexibility. The more that we deny it, that okay, we can't, this is not working, we can't learn through this online thing, we can't. The more that we deny it, the more it becomes frustrating. Okay, if let's say, oh, I'm still used, this is how we're used to doing this, using the typewriter. Okay, this may not be relevant anymore. We need to shift now to online technology. Before I mentioned we did a lot of face-to-face workshops and I missed it terribly. But I know that times are changing. It's difficult to gather people now in a single room. People are afraid to contract the virus. So we need to change. We need to be flexible about it. Okay. Next one, schedule regular check-ins. Okay, not just deadlines, but on well-being too. Okay, not just asking, okay, where are we on our deadlines, but maybe asking them how they're doing. Okay, someone got sick, for example, in the team. Okay, ask them how they're doing. And it's not enough that we do it once a month, or we do it during the performance appraisal. Okay, we need feedback. We need to provide and we need to receive feedback. And not just on deadlines, not just about work, but also on well-being too. To really ask people, how are you doing? Okay, and with that, I'd like to ask you, press starters, how are you so far? How are you doing? How's your well-being? How are you coping? And perhaps offer help. Perhaps lend a listening ear. And yeah, assure the team members that we're not just after um the money, we're not just after the profit for the company, but also if the people in that organization are growing, are being nurtured as well, because at the end they will be motivated to contribute more. Do you agree with that? Okay, Dia said yes, it also improves relationships. It's a foundation of trust. Okay. Well, to add to that, there are several good practices that I've seen, okay, online, and and they call that huddle time. Okay, a time to build relationships, not just to talk about work again, but maybe to talk about families, to talk about pets, to talk about the foods that we like or we don't like, the things that we are afraid of, the things that scares us. Vicky, yes, it improves performance. And it doesn't have to be long. I know we've been bombarded with a lot of Zoom meetings, with a lot of Google meetings, and yeah, our emails are getting full. So we could squeeze it into our schedule. It doesn't have to be long, maybe an hour, okay, or 45 minutes, okay, for everyone to relax, to be themselves, to show vulnerability. And of course, as leaders, it's um it's okay if we become vulnerable ourselves. If we accept that, okay, we're also figuring things out. That okay, I'm not also sure. That's why we're getting your inputs. That's why we're getting your ideas. We're not perfect. Okay, so allow yourself to try, okay, and if you make mistakes, to learn from them, and to engage our staff members, to build that trust, and strengthen that relationships, okay, whether it's through a quick meeting or a quick message via your IM, your instant messenger, or your Viber or WeChat, whatever you're using. Okay. Next one, I deliberately put three: communicate, 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 because I want to emphasize it. Okay. Now more than ever, this is crucial. Okay. I understand that we've been responding to a lot of emails, we've been responding to a lot of messages. I've been getting what, hundreds and hundreds of messages every day, and as much as I want to respond to all, but it would really take my entire day. So to create the best platform, to use the best platform that's suitable for your team, and identify whether a particular topic or a particular agenda needs to be communicated via WhatsApp or via Messenger, or it needs to be communicated through a phone call, or if it needs to be communicated via email, or do you really need to put up a Zoom meeting? Okay, just to make sure that everyone's on the same page, to make sure everyone's being updated. Okay, so communicate, communicate, communicate. I always tell my team it's really better to ask questions. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate asking questions and to be open, okay, about the current status of whatever you're working on, making sure that everyone's on the right track, on the right path. Over communicate if the need arises, repeat things, clarify if they understand whether you're on the same page. And another thing, since most of our communication now is via written language, there may be instances that we are misinterpreted. Okay, so I would suggest to edit and proofread. Okay, right, Coach M? Really edit and proofread. Or if we are um, submitting, or if we already posted it, or if we already clicked send, and we saw that there are errors, okay, message again, okay, clarify the instant that you realize that there's something erroneous, okay, and yeah, sometimes because we're responding to a lot of messages, okay, probably for some it's no longer a complete sentence, or for some it gets to be confusing. Okay. um so what I do, I read again. Okay, because if it sounds cold to us, okay, if whatever we sent sounds cold, okay, there's no warmth in the message, more likely the person receiving it will feel, okay, will feel it's not just cold. Maybe they'll feel, okay, uh, she sounds angry. Did I do something wrong? Okay. So words like thank you, it could really change the feel of your message. Okay. For some cultures, okay, it's okay to put smiley or some icons. Okay, but I know for other culture, for other company culture, they're not into that. Okay, so base it also on your company culture. Be polite, yes, on our messages, because it can be misinterpreted. Okay, because you can no longer see whether the person is smiling. Unlike in the physical setup, you know if the person is just kidding, is just joking, or the person is being sarcastic. But in the written message, oh, there are so many interpretations. Even a scene zoned, you're scene zoned in that message. Okay, some people, they might misinterpret that as, okay, I'm being ignored, or did I do something wrong? Why is she not responding? Didn't she like my work? Didn't she like my report? Carol said these days it's so hard to communicate because you can't fully express and explain how you feel, especially if everything's, yeah, in written format. There are people who can express themselves better in the written format. I know a lot of people who does it better than the oral communication, but there are also people who prefer to verbally express themselves. So that could be a challenge as well. So really identify the platform, the best platform, whether it's a Zoom meeting, whether it's a phone call or an email is enough. Facial expression and body language is missing. That's true. Even when I'm doing my webinar, right? Okay, you can just see my face or just half of my body. Okay. And it's going to be different if it's an actual setup, even for your professors, for those students right now. Of course, it's really different. So to communicate, to clarify, to repeat, to um to ask questions, those are keys to communication. Okay, to rephrase, to paraphrase, those are keys to communication. Okay. So their communication is really critical. And yeah, let's maximize tools and technology. For example, Zoom, or if whether it's Google Meet or your MS Teams or Telegram. It works similar to WhatsApp. Yeah. If you're not yet familiar with it, you might want to look into it as well for your teams. Or Messenger, since a lot are using Facebook Messenger or Viber, or whatever tools and technology or platform that you're using. Be a good listener too. Yes. And that's why it's important, let's say you're having an online meeting, to really pay attention. Okay? Not to multitask during your Zoom meeting, because the tendency, you will not be paying close attention to whatever the meeting host is saying. And then at the end of the meeting, and then the facilitator would ask questions or would ask for clarifications. We can't say anything. We can say something because again, we're distracted. So the importance of focusing as well. Okay, to show respect to the meeting host and to show respect to our colleagues as well. Yes. Next one, clarify and manage expectations. The expectations when we are meeting physically or pre-pandemic might be different now with the expectations in the work from home setup. If before we're really after the hours, for instance, yeah, being able to complete from 8 to 6:30. or 9 to 5. Okay, be there, be physically there. Now the dynamics might have changed. For other organizations, it's more results based. For instance, in our organization, it's results based. More than the hours, it's being able to provide the output needed. But for other organizations, it's important that they still log in at 8 a.m., okay, and then log off at 5 p.m. So we need to clarify those kinds of expectations. And if there are reports to be done or things to be submitted, clarify what is expected from you and agree when you will be submitting it. Okay, not to be vague about it. Okay, or like submit it whenever, or whenever it's ready, you submit it. More likely that won't happen. So to be really clear about the deadline. So okay, for this report, I need it by Friday, no later than 3 o'clock p.m. Okay, clarify and manage expectations. But of course, we go back to the first tip. Define your why. Why is it important for that person to do that? Why is it important for them to write that mojo? Why is it important for them to write that report? Why? And then manage the expectations. Because without it, uh, people will be lost. Brian, we should observe punctuation when we send our message to anyone. It might be interpreted incorrectly because they can see our face or facial expression when we are sending messages. Yes, punctuation marks. It may seem small, it may seem insignificant. I always share this during grammar class. It may seem, yeah, can be omitted, but it can change the entire context of your message. Okay? It may appear like you're angry even if you're not. For example, you're putting a lot of exclamation points. Okay, where's the report? Exclamation point. Yeah, it might cause unnecessary stress in your staff or in your team. Yes, punctuation marks. Check for inconsistencies as well. Okay, with your data, proofread your data. Okay, one missed zero. Okay, for example, that's your salary. Okay, 15,000, for example, and then you omit 10. It becomes 15. So imagine if we make those errors, it's gonna be terrible. The consequences will be terrible. Yes, even the Oxford comma, right? Yes, take note of that. Okay, feel free to join our English classes if you would like to work on your communication skills, written or oral. Yes po, Ma'am Maria Grace. Okay, next one. Okay, leading remotely involves training and resources. If the person is not equipped, whether it's an equipment, it's a gadget, or it's the training to be able to execute the task, to be able to do the job, they might be left behind. I know it takes time. I know it takes effort. I know we're so busy. Okay. But let's focus on being productive instead of busy. Okay, busy is when our schedule is filled with a lot of stuff that may or may not be needed at all. So I believe training people is a productive way. Okay, yes, it may consume our time, but the results are way beyond. Okay, especially if the person is able to apply it. Okay, they can contribute more, they will feel more empowered if they are equipped with the skills to be able to do the job. Okay? Semi advantage. What do you mean, Jay? Yeah, semi advantage. Okay. Next one, identify the obstacles and address them. Okay. So during one of your huddle sessions or during one of those kamustahan sessions, you can identify the challenges. Maybe it's personal issues at home, okay, distractions at home, or it's because they don't know how to operate a certain platform or a certain application, or they don't know the tools, they're not familiar with it, it's the first time that they're using it, or it's because of their internet connection. It's not because they don't want to communicate, but it's because they have these certain limitations. And then discuss how to address them. At least pinpoint the obstacles that are within your control. Okay? Because you'll also be stressed out if you'll be focusing on the obstacles outside of your control. So focus on the situations, focus on the things that you can control, and address them. And of course, empathize. Okay? The importance of empathy. Okay? What's empathy? Press starters. I know we've discussed that a lot of times now. And I believe leadership, it's not just about managing people. It's not just about controlling the budget. It's not just about um, strategizing or marketing, okay, or closing deals. Okay. Leadership is all about empowering, inspiring people, looking after them, taking care of them. And now that we're working remotely, it becomes critical, okay, to practice empathy. Yes, being thoughtful of others, understanding the feelings of others. If they're feeling down, okay, if they're not on their best version, or if they're scared, feeling scared, if they're worried, and it comes as a surprise, like for um, let's say high performers who have been contributing a lot, okay, and then you see that there's a decline in their performance, okay, or you started to sense that the person is no longer as participative in your meetings, unlike before. Okay, it's also about being sensitive, okay, to the needs of others, okay, and yes, Ning said, hi, Ning. Aside from putting yourself, of course, on the person's shoes and walking 1,000 miles wearing that shoes, it also means active listening. Okay, and what do we mean by active listening? It's not just about hearing what they're saying. It's not just um, going through. It's not just about the sound going through from your ear and then passing to your left ear. It's not about that. It's being able to absorb the words that are said and not said. And there are messages. There are things that we can discover even in the words that are not said. You know, with the response, okay, I'm okay. And then you can sense that the person is not okay. And that's an opportunity also to practice our leadership skills, to show compassion, to be extra kinder, to be less judgmental, to really empathize. Okay. And this may not be um, practiced like overnight, like in an instant you become a very empathetic person, become an active listener. It takes time, it takes experience, and it's practicing it, building it as part of your habit, okay, to actively listen. And when we listen, we're silent, okay? When we listen, we don't listen just to hear the person, just so that we can reply, so that we can say our peace of mind. No, we listen because we want to understand. We listen why they're not able to deliver. We listen why they're not able to finish the video editing, for example. We listen because we want to understand why they're falling short their targets. We listen, we want to understand why they're not able to submit their assignment. And it's not only, again, a downward approach, the leader to their staff. It can happen with the persons around us, with your fellow colleague, with a person in the other department, with your friends. It's taking care to it's taking care of the person to your left and to your right. Okay. You sense that during your meeting, your peer was not as participative as um, the previous sessions. You notice that they're um, extra silent, or maybe they get disconnected and their internet connection is poor. But it's also possible that they're going through some things. So be the leader that you wish you have. Be the leader that you aspire to be. Yeah, we can choose to be a leader with or without a position. Be considerate, yes. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Yep, Maria Grace, being a good leader makes an effort. Yes, it makes an effort. Okay, makes an effort to understand the situations of his or her team and what they are going through. Yep. And let me leave you with this. Leadership is not limited by space or distance. It's not about the space, it's not about the distance, it's not about the platform that we use, it's not about the office um, or the cubicle or your table or your desk. It's not about that. Leadership is a choice, and it's about inspiring, equipping, and empowering people with your creativity and empathy despite the circumstances and conditions. Okay? And true leadership shows its face in crisis. Leadership reveals people when things get difficult, not only when it's easy, not only when it's convenient, not only when it seems glamorous because you're wearing your suit and your tie, or you're wearing your high heels, or because the paycheck is big. But it's a responsibility, a choice, and it's a decision every single day. So, with that, press starters, whether you are handling your own staff or not, I hope we create more leaders, become better leaders. And it's also a reminder for me every time as well, yeah, to keep nurturing ourselves so that we can nurture others. So, any questions before we call it a day? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Thank you, Jensen. Mm-hmm. It's a responsibility, right? It may seem glamorous, but it's a lot of hard work. And with that, okay, always part of our workshops, okay, your learning. So fastest fingers first, can you list your top 3 learnings? Okay, top 3 learning for this workshop, and you will receive free slots. I'll be giving out 3 free slots for our leadership skills workshop. So if you like this one, yeah, I'm sure you'll enjoy our actual workshop via Zoom. We had our previous batch last September 4th. It was awesome. I think they're joining so far. Really fantastic participants there. Okay. What's the best leadership style for you, coach? Yeah, it's it's a leadership style that adapts and that individualizes. Okay, that does not follow hard and fast rule in developing people. Okay, there's not just one way. Sometimes you need to be authoritative. Sometimes you have to be democratic. Depends on the situation. Depends on the person. So I would say a flexible kind of leadership, a leadership that adapts to the changes. I hope that answers Triksha. Thank you, Jensen. Okay, so let me call Prince Harold Montenegro. Okay, you won a free slot to our leadership skills workshop. Kindly screenshot your message and send to our Facebook page to receive your link. Okay. Fian Shera. Okay, congratulations. So kindly screenshot and send to us. This is happening. Hold on. This is happening on September 29. So it's good for 3 hours, only 500 pesos. Really worth it, value for your money. You can still enroll in this one. And please feel free to share with your colleagues. Okay, or again, if you would need an exclusive session for your team, we'll be happy to assist you. Okay, and Gina Parenya. Okay, so we have Teen, we have Gina, and Prince, okay, who won free slots to our leadership skills workshop. Okay, message now, message. Okay, next one. Okay, I'll be giving out okay 2 slots. Okay, I'll be giving out 2 slots for this one for Train the Trainers, a 3-day online training. It's good for 2,500. Okay, so okay, real. Thank you for that. So keep answering your learning for this afternoon. Hope you'll join us. Yeah, in the upcoming programs. Okay, Hope Seminiano. Yep. Hope Seminiano. Okay, you won a free slot to our Train the Trainers 3-day online training. As mentioned, our mission is to help design and build your goals and dreams, and we're building a community of life game changers. So we would want more people on board who would train others as well. So that's why we're nurturing trainers. Okay. Now, if you would like to join, if you want to become a trainer, if you would like to impart your knowledge and skills with others, please join us. This is happening on September 22 to 24. Okay, 6 to 8 p.m. And yeah, it will be fun. You'll be learning how to conduct your own workshop. Uh-huh. Okay, Chris Bautista. Congratulations. Chris Bautista. Hope Seminiano and Chris Bautista, congratulations. You won tickets to our Train the Trainers program. Now, for those who are not able to win, don't worry. Okay, you can still enroll. Yes. And watch out for our future sessions. We'll also go live on a random basis, so please feel free to join us. We're coming up with a giveaway program also, so please stay tuned. Please like and follow our page. Okay, and also add to cart now. Please include in your 99 deal, available via Shopee and Lazada. Here are the programs. Okay, also if you would need help with AutoCAD, with technical skills, AutoCAD, SketchUp, Lumion, Photoshop, so Architect Ralph is conducting a program as well, and will teach you how to estimate in construction, because Prestart is also an architectural firm. So if you would need help with your house renovation, if you would need help with house construction, you can consult with us. Okay, or if you want to develop your lot, or to improve your house. Okay, since yeah, majority are working from home, so you deserve the best and inspiring spaces. So please contact us. Also follow me on TikTok, please. I now have 31 followers. Yeah, so I post random stuff there. Okay, please follow me on TikTok. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. Okay, I will share with you how to get your e-certificate. Make sure that you do this today, yeah, like right now, because okay, it has a limitation. Yeah, Google has a limitation on the number of free e-certificates that it can send. So make sure to do it right now. Don't wait for tomorrow. Okay, please go to our website www.prestartph.com. Okay, everyone, please go to www.prestartph.com. Okay, this is our website. Okay, to those who are asking, yeah, kindly help. Please type on the comment section. Also, you can check the caption of this live. It's written there. And then please scroll down. Keep scrolling down. You can check out our services. Okay, architecture and construction, training, workshops. Yep. And then you will see link 1 here. Link 1 at the bottom of the page. Click link 1. Okay, wait for it to load. Wait for it to load. And yeah, fill out the details. Hold on, let me just change the date. Don't fill out yet. Okay. I will be changing the date. Okay. There you have it. Let's refresh. Okay, so it's updated now. September 6, 2021. Yeah, leading remotely. Kindly write your feedback as well. And also, I'll appreciate your feedback on your preferred schedule for webinars, whether it's weekday or weekend. So please answer. Don't forget to click submit. Okay, click submit. Now, if you want to attend our paid workshops, okay, that one we do via Zoom and we interact via Zoom. We hear each other's voices, we see each other's faces, and we build a community after. So please join our paid sessions. You're most welcome to attend. And then all the details are there. Okay. Again, do it now, and then check your email, check your inbox, check your spam folder as well. Okay. And if you don't receive any, probably you input a misspelled email address. So make sure, check twice, check thrice to make sure that it's your correct email address and that you still have enough space. Now, if still you didn't receive any, register again. Okay, just register again. We can't answer all the inquiries about eCerts. There's just too many. So please follow this instruction. And we know that you really finished the webinar because you saw how it should be done. Okay? So there, just click, don't forget, submit. Press start, double S, at 3S. Yeah, just wait, Michael. Just wait. Maybe a lot are accessing it at the moment. Okay, but now I can still access it. So www.prestartph.com. So maybe a lot are accessing it. Okay, so give it 5 to 10 minutes. Give it 5 to 10 minutes. But it's gonna work. Okay. And make sure that it's press start with 3S. Okay. So yes, so please wait 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, maybe a lot are accessing at the moment. Okay, but this one is the link. Okay, so with that, thank you very much, everyone. God bless you all. We'll see you next week, and our topic is all about creative writing. See ya.